we will invite our first keynote sharing speaker, Yusup. Welcome.
Hi. Okay, nice. Maybe you can just control it, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'll control. Yes. Thank you. Hi, afternoon everyone. My name is Yusup. I'm a startup founder from Singapore. So we are building AI to help students find career inspiration. But today I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to share about what are the data that we have actually analyzed from the successful people out there. So we have actually analyzed about 20,000 profile of successful people, like top billionaire, famous people, data scientists, AI scientists and all that. And today I just want to share with you all, because I understand maybe quick show of hand, how many of you are not involved in developing or building AI today? Everyone is not? Okay. How many of you are like an AI user? You have started to use AI. Alright? How many of you have not used AI at all? Alright, so you guys have some awareness of AI. Alright, so today what I'm trying to share is that because a lot of people fear about AI, will it take over our job? Quick answer is no, but I'll explain why. Quick background about me. So I've been 23 years in the IT industry. I've been building a website, mobile app, AI and everything. And at some point I actually switched to people management. I need to start to lead a team. And that's where I started to understand how to motivate people. What makes people interested in what they are doing and how to cultivate them. And based on that knowledge, that is what we are building into AI today. And this is where a lot of understanding about the people's profile, and what we realize is that probably not everyone is suitable to build AI as a builder. We have actually looked at a lot of job description out there, because usually a job description will tell you what's your role and responsibility. We look at beyond that. What is the trait required to do a job better? So for example, salesperson, maybe extrovert salesperson will be better or more efficient than introvert. Introvert still can do sales, but probably not as efficient as extrovert. Right? So that's one of the area that we are looking at. And we have actually looked at about 1,300 jobs personality out there, from the very traditional corporate job to the new age, like if you want to become a live streamer, content creator, what are the traits that you need? Okay. But first thing first, I think I want to address the fear first about the technology that's coming, right? Why we are worried about it, and maybe a quick show of hand. How many of you are worried if this technology will take over your job? About 1/3 of the room, okay? And how many of you are worried you may not be able to catch up with this technology? Also about 1/3, half of the room, okay. So what I was referring to was actually books, not AI. 2,500 years ago, the same worries happened when book was invented. And even Socrates, the great philosopher, was saying that books can weaken our memory, right? It will not help the humanity. That was 2,500 years ago. What happened today? People still fear AI. Do you think books actually help us or do more damage? We know the answer, right? So I think what I want to address first is that there's a lot of fear because we don't know enough. It's just lack of information, right? If you know enough, you shouldn't have fear. So what I believe is that 2,500 years ago, books as something very transformational. It creates worries, but it also advances the humanity. Same thing with AI today. It's no longer a question that should I adopt AI? You need to, right? It is coming, okay? And the reality is that if we look at AI adoption, if we compare like Google when it first came out, Uber and all that, ChatGPT when it came out, it took only 2 months to reach 100 million users. It's that fast. And eventually everyone in the world will know AI. So it's no longer the question of should you learn or not. You need to learn. But how? That should be the question, right? So this is what I want to share, because we have been looking at a lot of personality trait, and one message I want to share is that not everyone is born to really be good as a data scientist. That's given, right? You could be good in something else, in entrepreneurship, in business, in marketing, and so on. Right? So leave the data science to a more analytical person. So they are the one who can look at the data, numbers, structure, write the code. Leave it to them to build the AI. Okay? But if you are a strategic person, you know how to look at a problem and come up with 10 different options, look at 10 steps ahead, right? Maybe you can become the data scientist. If you are able to look at massive data and you can figure out a pattern out of the data, that is the trait for data scientists, right? Then maybe you should learn how to build an AI, right? But other than that, the rest of the traits that we see are probably not so suitable to become AI engineer or data scientist. Well, you still can force yourself to learn it, obviously. The question is, how long can you sustain it? If you do something that you don't like, can you do it for 40 years? Right? So, if you are independent, you are someone who prefer to do everything yourself, right? I think you need to learn how to use AI, agentic AI, so you can create a lot more assistant to help you. So that's like what OPC is advocating, right? So one person company, but maybe you can have a lot of agents helping you. Right? If you are a more creative person, you like to create arts, create music, right? Create something for other people, producing something. There are a lot of these Gen AI tools to help you create image, video, music, and so on. You just need to learn how to use it properly. Okay? At this stage now, it's still very tricky, for example, to get your video consistency. But if you know how to do a prompt properly, the styling and all that, I think you can get quite a good result. In fact, I've seen a lot of companies creating their advertisement, video advertisement, using AI. Right? If you are a performer trait, you like to go on stage, you are okay to share with people, talk to people, express your ideas, right? Maybe you look at the tools. What are the tools or AI out there that can help you put your mind into a document, like PowerPoint, Canva deck, so that you can quickly share to other people? Previously, it took us like probably days or a lot of hours to prepare a presentation slide. But today with the AI, you can get it done in like 15, 30 minutes. If you are a manager, if you like to manage things, manage people, manage time, manage finance, you need structure. So Gen AI can help you create the structure, create the plan. What you need to do, you just need to ask the AI to create the plan for you. Even like if you want to go holiday, what's the itinerary, where to go, AI can help you with that today. Right? Basically, all of this will help you save time. Now, the next thing, I want to highlight a little bit more on the entrepreneurship. Basically, someone who look at the problem and try to solve the problem. Okay. Usually, this is more innovative. Now, why I want to highlight this? Because so far, the other roles are more like using AI in your day-to-day basis, and your objective is to get your job done faster, right, with the help of AI. But when we talk about agentic AI, using AI to do things for us, the very first thing, right, today, in fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but I was looking at a lot of agentic AI options out there. A lot of these agentic AI still need a bit of software development skill, right? You need to know engineering to actually build your agentic AI yourself. The easiest one is you create a prompt, but the difference is that using a prompt is no longer autonomous. That means you need to give instruction to agentic AI and it will do the work for you. So now the difference is that the person who gives the prompt is the one who design. You are the guy to design what you want. You are the one to tell the agent what to do. Right? So if you are able to tell the agent, because let's say you run a business, you look at a specific market segment, specific customer, they have these needs. And you want to get the agent help to help you to solve these needs. You need to be able to frame your prompt properly. Right? How do I sell to this industry of a company size of 50 people and so on? Right? You need to be able to frame that. Today, agentic AI can't create the prompt themselves. It's still up to us to do it. Right? And then if you are authoritative, that means you are someone who are risk taker, you like to have everything in proper order, structure, make sure everything is in order basically, right? So usually this one, maybe you can look at AI to help you in performance analytics environment. Like nowadays there's a lot of robo trading, for example, sports performance analytics. There are still a lot of AI use in that market, right? Now, last but not least, if you are the compliance person, if you are the person who like to tick on the chatbots, and you feel very happy when you tick the chatbots, some people do that, right? Maybe you don't have to be the user, you can be the police. Go into the AI ethics, look at how to govern the AI usage, the safety, transparency. There's still a need for that, right? Because currently the policy around AI is still not very clear, right? So what I've shared so far are about 10 traits. And as you can see, in general, there are two groups of users that I've shown so far. First is the one who actually create or develop the AI, the engineers, the data scientists. And the other group is the user, right? You need to know how to use AI effectively. Now, there's actually one more group that I never mentioned. And these are the group that are usually quite worried if the AI can replace us. If your job includes a very repetitive task, something that you do the same thing again and again every day, if it is repetitive enough, most likely the AI can replace that. And for that group, I suggest you should look at how to use the AI, how to use the entrepreneur mindset. Don't be the worker mindset, right? As a worker mindset, so you imagine like as an entrepreneur, if I have 10 agents running for me. What are these agents? They are like 10 people sitting there waiting for my instruction. I'll need to tell them, give me a sales report, give me a marketing plan, build me the website. I'm the one who gives instruction. The 10 agents will execute the instruction. If you are the worker mindset, waiting for instruction, most likely you'll be replaced by AI. You need to switch to entrepreneur mindset. How do I use AI effectively? And there are a lot of ways over here. All right, I hope that helps. And just quick disclaimer, I use AI to build the slides, but I spend the first 30 minutes to create the slides and the next 3 hours to fine tune it, because it doesn't fit what I want. All right, so I think we'll still stay here, we'll still have a job. The question is that we need to be very specific in our knowledge domain, and we need to learn how to use AI properly. All right, that's all from me. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.